Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Saturday, December 17, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus, if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. And make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Cleveland Cavaliers vs Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to ride with the home team in this matchup, and I am going to lay the points, -4. The Cavs dominated the Mavericks earlier in the week, and I see them doing the same in this game. They are the better defensive team, as they will make just enough stops to slowly pull away. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Cavaliers have the 12th lowest adjusted defensive rating, and they are allowing the least amount of points per game. They will continue to make it difficult for Doncic, and they will force the other Dallas players to beat them. I don't see that happening, though. The Cavaliers are also holding their opponents to the 6th lowest shooting percentage from the field and the 12th lowest shooting percentage from behind the arc. They will contest shots near the rim and on the perimeter, as Dallas won't score enough points to cover this spread. Donovan Mitchell has also been dominating, as I see him going off again in this game. As a team, the Cavaliers have the 9th highest 3-point shooting percentage and the 11th highest shooting percentage overall. They will consistently knock down shots throughout this game and slowly pull away. Our first pick is to take the Cleveland Cavaliers and lay the points, -4. Dallas and Cleveland are 2 of the best defenses in the league, and we already saw earlier this week what happens when they play one another, which is a low-scoring game. In the game, they played the game went for 195 points. This season, the Cavs are 18-11 in hitting the under, while Dallas is 11-17, but usually, the line is too low for their games. Cleveland is playing at a pace of 97.9, which is dead last in the league, while Dallas plays at a pace of 98.1, which is tied for second slowest. As well, with both teams on a back-to-back, I expect this pace to be even slower. Meanwhile, in Cleveland's last 10 games, the games are averaging 200.7 ppg, while Dallas's last 10 are averaging 231.7 ppg, but that includes games they allowed 144 against Chicago and scored 130 against Phoenix, which won't happen against this Cavs defense. Our second pick is to take the under here. Oklahoma City Thunder vs Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies currently sit at the top of the Western Conference standings, as they have a 1-game lead over the New Orleans Pelicans. On offense, Memphis is scoring 116.5 points per game, and they are shooting 47.1% from the floor. This is the 6th most points scored per contest and the 15th highest shooting percentage. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Grizzlies have an adjusted offensive rating of 114.3, which is the 8th highest rating in the NBA. Ja Morant continues to lead the way on the offensive end of the court, as he is scoring 27.6 points per game on 45.7% shooting from the field. Memphis has also shown that they have multiple players that can heat up from behind the arc. They are shooting 36.1% from deep, which is the 14th highest 3-point shooting percentage in the league. Unfortunately, they have been horrible at the charity stripe, as they keep missing out on free points. They are only shooting 70.4% at the line, which is the lowest team free throw shooting percentage in the league. They have to take advantage of these looks at the basket if they want to consistently win these games. The Oklahoma City Thunder have not had the start to the season that they were hoping for, as they are currently in 13th place in the Western Conference standings. They are also 8 games back from the first-place Grizzlies. On offense, the Thunder are scoring 115.5 points per game, and they are shooting 46.2% from the floor. This is the 8th most points scored per contest, but the 21st highest team shooting percentage. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Thunder have an adjusted offensive rating of 111.4, which is the 19th highest rating in the NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to lead the way on the offensive end of the court, as he is scoring 31 points per game on 50.6% shooting from the field. The Thunder have had more success when they are attacking the basket, as they have struggled to shoot from behind the arc. OKC has only made 34.1% of their shots from deep, which is the 22nd lowest three-point shooting percentage in the league. Luckily, they have taken care of business at the charity stripe. They are shooting 79.9% at the line, which is the 11th highest percentage in the league. They can't miss out on these free points and still expect to hang in these games. I am going to hammer the Memphis Grizzlies, and I am going to lay the points, -6.5. They are the better team on each end of the court, as they will consistently score throughout this game. The Thunder are one of the worst offensive teams in the league, as they are allowing the 3rd most points per game, and they have the 19th lowest adjusted defensive rating, according to dunksandthrees.com. They won't be able to stop Memphis, as the Grizzlies will slowly pull away. Memphis is scoring the 6th most points per game, and they have shown that they can score from anywhere on the floor. OKC won't slow them down, and the Thunder will fall behind. I also trust the Grizzlies on the defensive end of the court, as they have the 5th lowest adjusted defensive rating, and they are allowing the 10th least amount of points per game. They will shut down SGA and keep the Thunder from scoring enough points to cover this spread. Memphis is one of the hottest teams in the league right now, and they dismantled the Bucks in their last performance. They will carry that momentum over into this game and dominate the Thunder on the road. Our first pick is the Memphis Grizzlies and lay the points, -6.5. The Grizzlies and Thunder rank top 10 in pace of play entering this Western Conference showdown. Oklahoma City is in action Friday evening against the Minnesota Timberwolves and will be on the second leg of a back-to-back. They lost their 4th straight game against the Miami Heat 2 nights ago, falling 110-108 in a thrilling game. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl sat out with a sprained right ankle, and Kenrich Williams missed his 5th straight game with a sprained right knee. Both are doubtful to play. Considering this is a back-to-back, I anticipate a lower scoring game here, with both clubs cranking up the defensive intensity. Our second pick is to take the under with confidence in this one. Milwaukee Bucks vs Utah Jazz. The Jazz come into this game on a high, beating the best team in the Western Conference in 2 straight games, while the Bucks come into this game on a low, getting embarrassed by the Grizzlies and losers of 2 of their last 3 games. So obviously here, you throw out the trend and hit the Bucks hard. The Bucks are a prideful team that will not take that beatdown to the Grizzlies sitting down. I fully expect Giannis and company to come out angry and fired up to get that brutal loss out of their system. The Jazz won't be able to hang with the Bucks' A game and will look to pick up a W in more winnable upcoming road games at Cleveland and Detroit. Our first pick is to take Milwaukee here to cover. The Utah Jazz and New Orleans Pelicans played an exciting overtime frame Thursday in a 132-129 Jazz win. Jordan Clarkson scored a season-high 39 points and had 8 rebounds, and Lauri Markkanen added 31 points. The Jazz never trailed in the extra period after Clarkson made a pair of baskets to put Utah up 127-123. Clarkson was 15 of 26 from the field and made 7 triples to help Utah sweep the 2-game set after beating New Orleans 121-100 on Tuesday night. The majority of the Bucks bench was empty during their drubbing last game. The bright spot is that Giannis, Chris Middleton, and the rest of the starting lineup will be fresh for this game. Jrue Holiday missed the game, but he is expected back for this inter-conference showdown with the Jazz. Middleton could not buy a basket last night out, but he will respond at home. Both clubs are in the top 15 in regard to their pace of play. The total number has gone over in 7 consecutive games at the Fiserv Forum. The Jazz are no pushover, and they will score their fair share of points in a Bucks win. Our second pick is to take the over.